Hello and welcome to the back nine of round 2 of the 2025 PDGA Professional World Championships presented by Discmania. We are in Tampere, Finland. Our fourth major of the year. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We're your two hockeys.
Honk!
Yeah, honk. Before we get started, let's look at the front nine. Henna, Blomroos, Silva, Saarinen, Rachel Turton, and Kat Mertsch are going to attack the back nine out here at the Monster. We stay in the thick woods all day. Being under par out here is a feat. We watched Ida attack this hole in a check-in during the front nine. Here it is again, hole 10, 289 feet. This place is the second easiest hole of the day, but look, there's not really one good fairway. As you get closer to the basket, all of the gaps get tighter and tighter. This is the straight line that I think maybe the most competitors are choosing. I kind of like a turning shot that darts in a little bit earlier, and I think there's a lot more space on the late right side of the fairway. You'll see forehands even as well. Most competitors are going to attack low and hope for a nice slide up to the green.
Henna, even par so far on the round, which is good out here.
And here's Henna with that right side play.
Yeah, really blast it down there. She's going to be just outside the circle coming back at it, but a wide open look. Kat, a couple of blemishes, but mostly just some trouble on the ant mound hole. Late release here and a horrible kick.
Yeah, Kat looking a little wild on that backhand. It wasn't her normal form. Maybe a little bit of frustration, but let's see if she can dial it in as we move through the back nine. Silva with a nice control shot.
So perfect.
You just can't draw it up any better.
Follow flight through the birch forest.
Our second follow flight of the round.
Sign me up.
So good.
Can't throw it better.
Yeah, I would have thought this had a good opportunity at being the easiest hole of the day, but it is the second easiest.
There's probably a lot of circle 2 hits, maybe?
Yeah, there's 18 competitors out of 43 to circle 1, 27 to circle 2 in regulation, 18 birdies, almost half the field. Why can we not find the easiest hole yet? Kat forced to just pitch out. Kind of surprising. She must have really had nothing.
And still more work than you'd like left to save the bogey. Smooth upshot, but catches a tree.
Like I said in the flyover, all the gaps get more narrow as you get to the basket, so those little approach shots become so difficult. Here's Rachel.
Kat. From outside the circle, this is a bogey look.
Henna with the only birdie look remaining. She wants it missing right on the strong side.
Henna with a little bit of a comebacker here. Makes good on it, low left side.
Yeah, I like that aggressive attack from outside the circle on the first putt.
Oh, yeah, Silva parked it.
Oh, yeah, duh. I already counted her in.
Yeah.
It's like the hole was done for Silva.
Pretty much. Kat gonna unfortunately take a double.
And that one does not feel good. Kat's probably really having to wrestle the mental game right now. Let's do another check-in with Ida Nesse. She's on the 18th, another mound hole. But I kind of like this design.
Yeah, I do too.
I love this little secondary platform that you can land on. It's still a tester putt. right outside the bullseye, and she is in for birdie.
Wow, what a round. That's to go 6 down.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
I
Or wait. Nope. 5 down, sorry.
5 down. And we got a little fist pump as well. I don't know what the course record is at the Monster.
Ooh.
They didn't make enough changes this year. I don't think they made any changes this year from last year, but I think 5 down might be it.
We'll do some research and double check that probable statistic for you. Hole 11, I think the prettiest fairway on the course. You can go left or right of this first guarded tree that we saw. Left side, kind of turning backhand or just full flex even backhand is probably the most common play. It's a nice short par 4. Maybe this one's the easiest at 499. Nope. Dang it, dude.
This is the second easiest.
Wow.
I mean, third easiest.
Okay. Well, the nice thing is if you get a big enough tee shot and you're somewhat center cut, you can get up there for birdie pretty often. If you hit early, obviously you can end up in some really crazy spots though. So first things first, get down there. Right side gap is also viable. It just tends to filter you over to the left a little bit too much. Silva put a good move on it, but catches a center tree, going to kick pretty far to the left. She's in par land.
Okay, I was way off. The hot round is 9 down from Kristen Kristen Lett last year in the first round.
9 down?
Yeah, incredible.
Dang. Henna gonna find a similar tree and get an even worse kick over to the left.
Oof, I've been over there. It's not pretty.
I mean, it is pretty.
It's beautiful. If you're not throwing a disc golf disc. Rachel working that left side, and she catches the very last tree.
I think they're all hitting the same tree, honestly.
Yeah,
they're almost perfect.
It's just barely out of the distance range of a lot of people throwing that right finishing shot.
Kat gonna show us the right side gap. A lot of turn on this one, but plenty of distance. She will have a tricky gap, I think. It's not going to be easy to get there, but she's far enough where she might be able to.
So after some practice rounds, I've been committing to that left side gap, but the more I watch and the more I just play this hole, I feel like the right side's the way.
I like right side.
Yeah.
I like right side with a turning forehand, which I don't know if that's a popular or like even a flex.
I like that there's a million options on this one.
Yeah.
And the landing zone is so small that you can't really plan to hit it every time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fun hole to have all different types of scramble opportunities to the pin.
Rachel throwing a bit of an overturned forehand, but makes some nice progress down the fairway. Oof. Teeny tiny gaps for Henna here. Lit beautifully in the sunlight, though.
Henna looks at pitching out a little different from a lot of competitors. She doesn't need to bite off too much here because she knows she can get up and down as long as she's in the center of the fairway. I don't know if that pitch out was as far as she would like. Yeah.
Kind of a reverse patent pending. Looks like she's going left side.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Wow. She's going to be on the putting surface. She does have some work left to do, but that was an incredible and very powerful shot from such a wide, awkward stance.
Yeah, I like the right side, as you're saying, just because there's like workable gaps. It's still tough over here, don't get me wrong, but you can feasibly get through one of those a little bit easier than that left side.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to recover from an early tree hit also.
Silva's third. A little bit of a tunnel here. Just a couple trees to avoid. It's an early one.
Silva with almost the same shot, but a little bit more wide open. That's going to work fine.
Rachel's third. Gonna work another turning sidearm. Ugh, so pretty. Do it! Oh man, that would have been so cool.
Off the top of the cage.
This is my favorite flight of a disc.
Me too.
In the game. Wow. Beautiful. Wish that went in for her. Ooh, Kat with a very narrow tunnel going sidearm. And wow, nice control.
Really great touch on that approach. Kat still looking like she's in it mentally, having a good time out here. Henna looks like she got a mid-putt mosquito. They really do attack the parts of your body you can't reach. Back of your arms, back of your legs. You're just getting lit up the whole round. But unfortunately, Henna's going to have to settle for a bogey here on one of the easier holes of the round.
A great scramble from Rachel. Yeah, no one on our lead card really able to show us the way on this one.
Yeah, almost half the field birdied it too.
Par is still a good score. Always going to be a good score at the Monster.
Check in with Owen Scoggins on the 13th. Lining up a forehand on a hole that almost no one else throws forehand.
Classic Owen.
Yep. Finishing to the right here, though, is very advantageous. Really sets you up for a nice forehand on the second half. This is a friendly par 5.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Me too.
Looks like Owen is 1 down at this point on the chase card.
And really working these hyzer forehands.
Beautiful. Yeah, I like that this one is set up for a nice backhand tee shot and forehand approach shot. You can make either work, obviously, but it's cool to highlight both skills. Owen moving up into a tie for first, 2 down now with that birdie.
Hole 12, a very difficult par 4. Even though it's only 591 feet, this first tunnel is so tough to get as far down as you need to set yourself up for a birdie look. I would say, 350 to get to right here. The second part of the tunnel is a lot more wide open and a lot shorter. It's just about getting there. You see a lot of early tree hits of players trying to get really aggressive on that initial tunnel. If you don't land as far as you would like to, it's a really challenging shot around the corner. It's very easy to trickle a little bit deep and boom, all of a sudden you have no way to get up and down, stuck in the right side rough.
Plus there's so many ants.
So many ants. Rachel,
huge ant mounds.
Yeah, Rachel getting a pretty aggressive kick to the right. We'll see what she has to work with.
You do get a meter of relief from the ants.
Yes, for safety reasons.
I like this. Come on. Ooh, come on.
Okay,
Ooh,
Paul don't lie. Kat gonna be looking down that secondary part of the fairway. This is Silva's bread and butter. She does get a little more turn out of that disc than she wants, and she's gonna be pinched off on the left side of the fairway.
Do you see those mounds?
Yeah,
those are ants.
She is right there in it.
Ooh, that's the best looking shot yet, I think, if it makes the corner. Dang, so close to perfect. Still good. This one's tough. I like what they're going for, but it's a par 5 for the MPO. And I feel like either a slightly shorter tee pad to make it a little bit more feasible to get to the landing zone as a par 4, or playing this as a par 5 would be a slightly better adjustment.
Oh, no.
Dang. I almost really like this hole.
Yeah, it definitely favors a distance thrower here, but even with the big distance, like we saw Henna throw an almost perfect shot, it's such a narrow tunnel that even some of the big distance players don't quite have enough room to work the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it could use a little bit of a change, but I honestly, if they didn't, I'm not mad about it. I kind of like it the way it is. I think it's a cool challenge.
It's fine. I think it could just be a little better is all. Rachel not left with a whole lot of room to work. Gonna find the left side of the rough. Probably a step outside arm from there.
Henna forced to go forehand. She is still very pinched.
Yeah, this could turn into a cut roller really easy.
And honestly, that is pretty good scenario for the angle that disc came in on. It slowed down pretty quickly.
Cat all the way to the corner, able to attack here for a birdie. Works a nice flexy sidearm.
So good. Such good control. It's so easy to ramp off of the mulch here on the green. It's kind of packed down and you can get big flare skips. And once you go right and deep of the basket, you sometimes are left with no look at a putt, even inside the circle.
Silva's third looking perfect. Wow, she's just so good at the standstill straight shot.
Laser beam.
Ooh. Henna from a knee, having to work a turning backhand. Probably going out to the left of that tree that's in frame.
And man, she's good at that shot. Rachel still kind of chopping her way up this fairway. This is her fourth shot to the green.
Nice.
Rachel, her game is not looking bad today. She's got a handful of single bogeys, but that kind of can happen to anyone playing good golf at the Monster.
Yeah, if you can keep them to singles and attack where you can,
you're still competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
A really great birdie from Kat. One of only 4 birdies today. Along with Evelina Saarinen, Netta Lepaho, and Kitty Tati. And just recurring theme on these courses, you're very stoked with the par.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the Hold My Bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Hole 13, another par 5. This is what we watched. Own birdie. It's 764 feet, so very reachable. You want to make sure to get around or past this corner on the left here. That corner catches a lot of discs. You mostly see backhand, kind of, I guess, little slight flex shot. Second shot sets up really nicely for a forehand. You do see some backhands as well, turning from that left to right. And then there's kind of 2 little fairways leading up to the green that you can choose from depending on where you land.
Well, here we are, the easiest hole of the day.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I can see it. It's definitely a little bit of a softer par 5, but like every hole at the Monster with teeth, going early into that corner of trees that Erika was talking about is so brutal to recover from. There's also a lot of rough on the right side on the second half of the fairway.
What Kat did landing a little bit on that right side is definitely the preferable mistake to what Silva just did, a little bit too left. And it's amazing. That is the brightest glowing red spot on the heat map, that very edge of that left corner.
Yes. It's incredible what that one tree that Henna's heading towards right now, like how much that changes the type of shot you would throw on this hole.
Yeah. Changes it completely.
Yes.
No one's comfortable because of that one friggin' tree. Yeah, I think it's a good hole. It's nice to have a birdie opportunity, but it's still very challenging. Rachel working the right side nicely.
Henna forced to throw a little step out sidearm.
There's a pond over there I didn't really mention.
Yeah, she really has to put a move on this to avoid that pond, and she gives it a lot of height. It doesn't quite pan at all. She'll be pinched off in the left-hand side early part, still in play, and with Henna's skills, potentially even a birdie. Here's Kat from way on the right side of the fairway. We watched Owen throw a chip sidearm from just a little further out of this rough.
Oh, that's looking nice. If it fades, come on. Ah, so close to being a perfect shot. She might be able to make something happen.
Another really warm spot on the heat map right in those trees. Silva with a little forehand.
All right, little forehand chipper. She's set up pretty well on that side.
I got the job done.
Rachel kind of set up for almost like a right angle of a shot. Kind of a tricky one.
Yeah, she's a little bit further than you want to be, which is a strange thing to say, but it's almost beneficial to be shorter. She throws a really great forehand, though. She's going to be tucked in the trees on the right side and a little bit, she might be opened up to the right side gap, which is the smaller of the two on the second part of the fairway. Henna, not with much to work with here. She's going to try another straddle sidearm.
Wow. Henna! Henna!
Holy, that is so, yeah, let's watch
Did you
that
know
again.
that she had this shot? That's powerful. I've only really seen her throw mostly like chip shots or straight pushing hyzers.
And look at that little ground play at the end, too.
Bigger wave. Give a bigger wave.
Okay, I know she's so good at the turning backhand, but like she should pull that skill out more often.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
It really was.
That much power from that far straddled out. Silva going to catch one of those middle grouping of trees, as so many of us do. And here you can see why it's not necessarily a soft par 5. Like
Yeah, it's a short par 5.
It's a short par 5. A really nice forehand from Kat Mertsch. She'll be on the putting surface.
Kat Mertsch reaction cam, I live for.
Yes. Rachel forced to go patent pending as well.
Ooh. Oh, and a puddle. Just insult to injury.
There was a lot of fairway puddles on the course today.
Rachel able to go left side, which, as Madison said, is the bigger side. And, man.
No.
Catches, and she's pretty deep in circle too for a par. Rachel, as you said, so close to a good round, but just stacking those single bogeys, and that can be so frustrating.
Yeah, some days, even if you're throwing decent shots, it's just not your day in the woods, in a woods course. But that's why we keep coming back, right?
Yeah.
Almost half the field birdieing hole 13. Pretty cool.
Cat for a rare birdie, just like the beast. Pretty tough to string them together out here. Splash out on Henna's birdie bid.
And while this is only a single bogey, for some reason, getting a single bogey on this hole hurts real bad.
Just because you know you could birdie it more times than not.
Yeah, it feels like if you make an error, you can still get a par.
Yes, which is one of the few holes that feels like it.
Mm-hmm.
Own 3 down now through 15 in the solo lead.
Henna just one stroke back. Anything can happen on hole 14 though. Only 564 feet, but this tee shot, the camera really just doesn't do it justice. The angle from the tee pad pinches off the angle, that the gap that you have to hit so much. You have to just fade at the perfect right time because a lot of shots have a tendency to skip left into the woods, and all of a sudden you can't really do much. The way the gap is shaped off the tee doesn't allow most competitors to have the distance, or really just the gall, to go for the green from even a perfect drive. This is a hole that I have a little bit of beef with. I just think it's kind of a funky distance for the FPO. You see a lot of competitors having to do really weird game plans of laying up into the shoal short of the green and then just having to throw these weird little chippy shots through to lay up short circle 1 or circle 2 putts. Maybe getting a chance to have a putt from the shoal short.
Yeah, I think I would like the hole if they just didn't have that big old barrier. Just make it a gap.
Yeah. I don't really know what else they could do here. In theory, I like both shots. I think this tee shot is sick.
Me too.
I think the second shot, if you're a little bit farther down the gap, is sick. I think it's like fun to throw over that out of bounds bunker that's to the right of the green. But paired together, it just doesn't quite add up for the field for FPO. It doesn't really highlight the skills. And I'm glad that I'm saying all this before I look at the stats. It's the most difficult hole of the day.
Not surprising.
I think it played pretty difficult last year as well.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse, early left or early right, but
yeah,
I don't know. I caught a tree and kicked so far to the right that it took 3 shots to get out.
Yeah.
And you're just not going to have a good time.
No.
And you see a lot of this kind of pitch up kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. And even where Silva just pitched up, she's not going to be able to attack for the green at all. She's going to prove me wrong, of course, like she does.
She might be able to, like, at that point, you're just trying to smash through, like, that barrier.
A wall of trees.
Yeah, and hope that you maybe get a look from there.
Rachel with a really pretty second shot. She is far enough where she will be able to attack, and it's pretty wide open where she is as well.
Silva's third. Boy, yeah, so much work still left to do. And, yep, just throwing at the tree line.
So from here, Silva is not far enough where she is going to be able to maybe pitch a little hyzer around, but getting any closer than that to the line of trees, you kind of leave yourself with nothing. There's not really a way to go up and over. So I think it's a smart play from Silva to leave it a little bit shorter. Rachel is indeed going for it. Unfortunately, she's going to catch some branches, and yeah, it's very frustrating.
I mean, that was a good tree hit, though. That was sailing towards OB. It
was.
Kat with a decent enough drive to at least have a viable par. She's just going to pitch up. Oh, she's
chucking into those trees.
Okay. I thought she was maybe going to pitch right with the forehand and then go hyzer around.
Yeah, there's not really one really good game plan here. Henna with one of the best drives I've ever seen on the hole, and she is trying to take advantage.
And she's in bounds.
She's in bounds and over the out of bounds bunker, right?
Yeah. Circle 2 though, maybe.
Yeah.
She seems not super happy with that effort.
It definitely pushes a little bit straighter and flatter than she maybe wanted, but that is such a high level shot from Henna back to back.
Rachel, at least limiting the damage, but can be so mentally challenging to just get these single bogeys and be scrambling all of the time.
Silva's fourth up to the green, settling just for that single bogey. Only 3 competitors got to circle 1 in regulation. 10 got to circle 2, but I'm willing to bet that most of those 10 are in this tree line just to the left of Kat here. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, we're good.
Kat, still some work left to get the par.
Here's Henna with a very rare birdie look.
She actually is inside the circle. Dang. Just low.
That's a heartbreaker. 2 of the greatest shots this whole saw today.
Nice par save from Kat.
Yeah, a very well played hole, really cleaning up in the last few. Quick shout out to Missy Gannon for getting the only birdie of the day.
Sweet.
She had a 15-footer. Missy having a little bit of a rough round in round 1 and really skyrocketing up the leaderboard today in round 2. Very professional of her.
As she do.
Over half the field with a bogey or worse, and over a quarter of the field with a double bogey or worse. So, ouch, hole 14.
Whew.
I feel like you can't walk away with any lessons, though, either.
Perhaps more golf.
It's just mean to be mean.
Yeah.
Here's Owen on the 16th. This is a really cool par 5.
Look at her birdieing every other hole and parring the rest. What a round.
We're also going to watch Ida again. Dropping a bomb.
Ooh. Oh my. She's up and over the crest of the hill. Wow.
Oh, that's incredible.
Like, look at Owen has a great tee shot, and how far back is she from Ida's?
100?
Yeah.
120?
Yeah.
Owen playing the hole a little bit more typically.
Look, she can see the pin.
I can't give a great distance gauge because my second shot usually lands about 100 feet in front of this. But
Yeah.
she can almost be an eagle land. No.
It's still good. It's still good.
Oh, yeah.
What is she, like 16?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of really young superstars from Europe. I think, yeah, she's 16 or 17.
Go back to
And-
juniors.
Yeah, there's some. There's definitely a junior world title waiting for you. There's no need to be here.
It's so cool watching the up and coming talent, though.
And look at this perfect approach shot. I mean, so clean. And this is one of the more terrifying greens. If she hyzers out any more, comes in with any more speed, she's gonna get a fast track into the water.
Owen with a really nice putt to secure another birdie.
No, we are big fans in the booth of these young crushers. It's the future of the sport, and look how good they already are.
Future's now, baby.
Yes, it is. What a great birdie from Owen and Ida.
That's for Owen to go 4 down. It looks like Ida to go 2 down. Hole 15, a par 4. 545, so reachable, but another tricky tee shot. It's hard to use the whole width of the fairway. You want to land just behind this pond, ideally more to the right side to open up your second shot. A few final trees to navigate on the approach, and another very pretty green. If you get far enough off the tee shot, it's definitely attackable, but it's really easy. I think the biggest or most common mistake is to end up just a little bit hyzered out to the left side of the green, or the fairway, and to be blocked on the second shot.
I love this hole. I think that this is just such a perfect disc golf hole.
Yeah, I also very, very much like it. Kat definitely working the right side harder than she meant to, and she's gonna get
Than
away with
anyone
it.
means to. Yeah, it's reachable by everyone in the field with 2 good shots, but by no means are they 2 easy shots. A lot of danger on the right side and on that pond on the left side. And like Erika said, that pinch point on the left late is pretty brutal. You end up having to just kind of pitch across.
It's so nice to get a good tee shot on this one, though, because the second shot it's still hard, but it's like one of the more open, friendly shots we get to throw all day.
There's
I
just
think.
one guardian tree and then the light uphill elevation.
Yeah. Perfect shot from Silva.
That guardian tree is right where you want to throw, I tell you what.
I hear you. And this looks good from Rachel. Just needs to not... Yep. There it is.
Yeah, she'll be in the little boggy area. Very interesting footing over there. Here's Kat having to work a sidearm. She can get aggressive here. And she
Puts
does.
a lot of turn, and this is going to flex back so nicely. Yes, Kat.
She just make that look so easy. That's probably what, 315
Yeah.
with the distance, maybe even a little more than that, and uphill.
And a tricky line.
Henna right at that guardian tree, squeaks by, bullseye.
Boy, it looked like it was going in for a second. What a crowd for a Thursday, also, by the way, at the Monster.
Yeah, the Finns love disc golf. You can feel it.
Silva with a pretty open window.
You just dropped a couple of pretty cool stats about number of rounds played, and is she in the water?
Soup.
Rachel going so hard on the course right now, committing to a fully flooded boot.
Someday the course just works you.
And is it going to pay off? She's got to look.
Great shot from there. Boy,
Yeah.
I want like a zoom in and audio of just her shoe coming out of there.
Squelching. Oh,
Dang it.
Man.
We hate a wet boot. Silva for her birdie. There we go.
No questions. Yeah, you just dropped those stats about number of rounds played per country, and it's insane. Finland and Estonia are just miles above everybody else. Disc golf has gotten so popular here in the last few years. You can hear it in the crowd. Kat with a huge birdie putt after one of the most unbelievable second shots.
Yeah, most people are thinking just par from there.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see her continue to attack and really clean up this back nine.
With the first birdie in a little while as well.
Yeah, that's to get back to even par.
So many young competitors in Europe as well. It's cool how many kids are out spectating at these European events. It's so fun. There's a whole line of them waiting for autographs. Here's Henna Wynn on 18, putting together a nice round, even with some bogeys here in the back. Ooh, inside the bullseye.
Wow.
It's technically parked, but this is not an easy putt. Yes.
Looks like that's to go, what, even par today?
Oh, and with the current hot round right now at 5 down, Ida Nesse in the clubhouse tying that current hot round. Here is the par 5 we just got to watch Owen and Ida play at 827 feet. I don't know why this one feels a little longer than that.
Sure.
This tee shot is difficult, but the second shot is the real pinch point. A lot of players having to land in such a narrow part of the fairway. The third shot is I think the bulk of the hole. It's the most challenging shot and the most punishing if you end up hyzering out to the left. The rough is rough, and there's that out of bounds area, of course, in the beautiful Finnish lake.
Good water temps in that lake.
Really good. Finland is the land of lakes. Everyone is talking about all the swimming that they're doing. It's nice that we are here while it's warm because we do get to swim a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's the best.
It is the best.
Cat with a solid drive, maybe a little on the right side, which I haven't really seen. I feel like most people land a little left.
Yep. Henna with a little bit of turn, but maybe
Almost around the corner. Little pinch though. Huge distance.
Huge distance.
But that wasn't even as far as Ida.
Mm-mm. This is where you could start to feel the wind just a little bit during the round. Not quite on the tee shot. You could hear a whisper of it, but not quite feel it yet. As soon as you crest this hill, though, is the first time you can start to pick up where it's coming from.
What a shot from Silva. Beautiful flight.
Rachel looking to bounce back after a bit of a rough last few holes.
Yeah, she's definitely a little hard on herself for missing that last birdie putt, but this is a solid tee shot, maybe just a bit shorter than she wants.
And here is the tricky shot. It's really easy to overturn your disc to the right, trying to get big distance. And Rachel's going to find that right side rough. We'll see what she has to work with from there.
That was almost it. Kat, after a good drive, still not quite able to see the pin, but lined up nicely to work the left side. And she, oh wow, gets this nice late turning shot. Whoa, too much turn actually.
Oh my,
that thing is flibby.
Crushed. It is a bit of a headwind here. This is right when you could start to feel it. Headwind, maybe a little left to right as you get down closer to the green. Silva sets herself up so nicely to throw a hyzer on the second shot, really making it comfortable.
Good shot.
Henna going to pull out another straddled out forehand.
Is this going to be amazing? Wow.
Yeah.
She just has it. She just has it and chooses not to use it very often. That's how good her backhand is.
Mm-hmm. It legitimately is kind of a hidden skill. We just haven't seen her use it very much at all. The courses aren't hard enough in the States.
Hot take.
I'm about to get Nate Sextoned. This course is soft.
Henna, a little too much turn on that one to attack for the birdie. Looking at a par from there. Rachel can get there distance-wise, but it does not look like a very comfortable swing in these trees.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
I loved it.
Me too. Just an inch off of probably being parked, close to parked.
Silva, probably about 220 away, something like that.
Oh, my God. Oh, just right over the top of the band. Thankfully, it doesn't draw metal because I think it would have gone a lot further past the basket.
Yeah, if it ramped.
Yeah.
Man, I thought that was in for sure. It's like squared up. Look at this.
It's hovercrafting above the basket.
Yeah, I think that wind kept it up. She didn't account for the headwind, obviously. Chump.
What a shot from Silva. She's so good at those turning shots.
And Kat able to find a window and get into the bullseye with that sidearm. Impressive.
I feel like so many competitors trying to throw that turning shot, especially in this kind of risky scenario that we just saw Silva, you'd accidentally cut roll it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to find an angle there. Silva's disc comes in nice and flat. Here's Rachel with a long look for birdie. She's in circle 2.
Man, Kat Mertsch is probably my pick. If you were to pick anyone, it's like, okay, someone's going to take 5 over on one hole and then come back so hard. Who is it?
It's Kat Mertsch all day.
Yeah.
She does not give up. We saw that fighter mentality at the World Champion or at the European Open last year. I think she took a quad and then still came back and shot under par. Incredible.
Yeah, just so mentally
No,
tough.
it was at Worlds last year. It was at the World Championships.
Silva coming back at it for birdie. Pretty wide straddle here.
Ooh. I didn't realize she went so far past. So close to the birdie there.
Just going to Gollum for a second.
Sometimes it's all you can do. There were only 8 birdies on hole 16, so a fun par 5, but very hard. Here's Kat Mertsch with a birdie.
Yeah, 4 down through the last 5 holes.
She's back.
And even though Rachel does seem frustrated at not capitalizing on those birdie opportunities, par is still good.
Yeah, it is just such a mental drain to be throwing the disc well and not have any rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of single bogeys in your pocket.
Looks like Own tying the hot round at 5 down. Ooh, hole 17, par 4, 515 feet. Getting through this tunnel is everything. If you do not, you are thankful for a single bogey. If you can get all the way through and to the corner, it's still not the easiest shot. Pretty guarded. Usually you have to throw a flex through the left side and then kind of come in on a hyzer angle to this very sloped green. Hopefully you stick it. It's only 515, but the second shot is usually at least 300 feet, if not more. It's hard to bite off a whole lot of distance. You see backhands and forehands. I like a hyzer flip to straight pushing sidearm. Cat.
It's funny, like sometimes you have that 300-foot flex shot to the green after like fighting for your life.
Oh, yeah.
To get through these trees.
You might have thrown 4 shots already.
The gap is, I think, 8 to 10 feet wide.
Yeah, the whole way.
And, oh no. Yeah, Henna, thankfully she kicks right late in the trees and it's a little bit more open over there. But if you're early, oh man.
Ooh, perfect. Come on. That's
Yes.
great. Ideal shot from Silva.
She might be just a little on the short side. She's going to have to work a lot more of a flexing shot, but she's very good at that line. It also is uphill on the second shot, pretty drastically uphill.
Rachel opting for a standstill, just prioritizing, getting through the gap, and she's going to catch very early, but at least she's squared up. The sound that these tree guards make, the trees wearing the armor of their fallen brethren, was such a dramatic sound, unlike anything I've heard.
It really is very hollow. And
Rachel still not in a great position throwing her third. A nice shot from there. Still a bit tucked to the right. Ooh.
Henna gonna try a forehand cut roller here.
The wall.
This is dangerous because if it stands up, she's gonna find that OB on the left side. But really well managed and great speed on this disc.
Yeah. Man, Henna pulling out all sorts of tricks today.
Yeah, it turns out her bag is deep, full of tricks that she just doesn't have to use.
Yeah. Because she's just so good.
She's so good and
at the
always
backhand.
just leading the field in fairway hit percentage.
Looks like Kat has a window. That's a full swing. She moved forward, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what she has to work with. Here's Henna way on the left side of the fairway, so almost able to throw a pure hyzer. That comes out early, and she's not going to be in circle one.
At least she's inbounds. Does the OB kind of bubbles?
It doesn't go all the way down by the basket.
Okay.
It's just on the first half of the second half of the fairway.
Oh, I just...
You
yeah, I
follow
got
me?
it. Yes.
You follow me.
The middle quarter.
Yeah. God. What a great shot from Silva. Getting a nice little ground play as well.
Yeah, Silva up there for a birdie look. Rachel's fourth. Just trying to get this close.
Oh,
Yeah, solid.
friendly little ground play. She'll be in that line of trees where a lot of players are forced to putt from.
Yeah, it's tough to get a sidearm to lay down nicely on this approach shot. This also looks good. Just sit.
I like how Kat worked to the left of those trees. There's room. Henna not able to putt. She's going to be behind this little bit of a hill. Another forehand approach. We don't see this much from Henna, and she's going to be right above the basket.
The monster demands everything.
It sure does. Your tears. Mosquitoes, blood, sweat.
Yeah.
We got...
No.
Ugh.
No.
Holy moly.
Oh, and that's just the last thing that you need. Already putting for bogey, now so far away for double. Sit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it hurts.
This played as a tie for the fourth most difficult hole of the day. largely due in part to the first half of the fairway, but it's crazy how tough this putting green can be. There's a lot of blocked putts, and look where Henna is right now. Such a weird little downhill putt.
Yeah, not really something that we practice very often, and it's a good hit. Kat not quite able to save the par. Pretty heroic effort to even get there for a look. Silva for a birdie.
Yes, Silva one of only 6 today on hole 17. Oh, heartbreaker at the end of the round.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
She really was managing the course so well. I feel like you haven't played in Finland, though, until you take a triple bogey at the Monster.
Maybe a quad.
Maybe a quad. Let's wrap up round 2 of the World Championships here on the legendary hole 18. This is a hole you've probably seen too much this week if you follow any of the YouTubes or social medias of the touring pros. Everybody takes a video on this hole because look at it. It's slightly downhill. You can't quite tell what the wind's doing from the tee pad. I believe today it was a left to right crosswind. You are absolutely ecstatic to land on that little second platform area, but it's not an easy putt. It's not a gimme birdie by any means, especially for FPO, because a lot of players are having to disc up a little bit more than you want. I wish I could throw a mid-range on this hole so much.
Yeah.
You see a ton of shots going left like Silva's here, and it becomes pretty difficult sometimes to get up close to the basket to save your par. I don't think the wind was doing too much on this hole, but it sounds like it is. Does that make sense? It's got some scary sounds with these birch tree leaves. Cat's not scared though.
Wow.
What a shot.
That looked like a slow speed disc. I wonder if it was.
Yeah, if you've got the distance and the power to get a mid there, that is the play.
Beautiful shot.
Oh yeah. Oh, the wind playing with this a little.
Yeah, still a great shot, but a tough putt for Henna just on the edge of the circle, going very uphill.
You don't see a lot of birdies on this hole because most competitors not running that putt.
This is looking great.
What a follow-up shot from Rachel Turton.
Yeah, frustrating round for the Brit, but she will be back to fight another day.
Ooh, man. I did not realize Silva made it this far left of the fairway.
It's bad over there.
Oh,
Woo! She's trying to birdie it?
she just hit the basket.
She crazy.
What?
All right.
I don't
How
have
many
any
replays
words.
does she have today? Look at this. Teeny little window.
And such an awkward little step shot.
Sweet. Wow, look how small Henna looks. For some reason, that looked like the most difficult
It is difficult.
layup. Oh, man. That's a funny camera angle. I like that.
Oh, I'm glad they put the camera down here because you can see how weird it is from where Henna just threw. Here's Kat for birdie.
Yes.
Love it. One of only 6 birdies on hole 18 today.
And a really solid back 9 overall for Kat.
35 out of 43 competitors got to circle 2 in regulation. That shows you how hard this putt is. Rachel, though, doesn't have to worry about it. She is one step out of the bullseye and in for birdie.
And some pars for Henna and Silva. Looks like they're going to remain on the lead card going into day 3. There is a shuffle of pools after today. The top 44, after playing each round or each course once, the top 44 will return to the Monster tomorrow.
Looks like we're going to watch Owen Scoggins, Ida Leidomaki, and Henna Blomroos and Silva Saarinen again attack this course. 4 very different playing styles. I'm very excited to watch this round. Unfortunately, we do have some rain in the forecast tomorrow, so it could be pretty weird out here in some already wet conditions, ground conditions particularly. To be in the top 10, it looks like people are over par, about 3 strokes over par. These Worlds courses are no joke. It is a feat to be staying anywhere near even par this week. We still have 3 more rounds to go, though, so we are in for the long haul. You get to hang out with us like a ton this week.
Welcome.
You're going to be tired of us, maybe, but not this beautiful B-roll. Thanks again to the Founders Club, to all the moths on the course. And don't forget, we are close to 500,000 on the YouTubes.
Ding the bell, subscribe, join us.
Yeah, be one of the many. We will see you guys in round 3 again out at the Monster in Tampere, Finland. I think that's it. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 hot geese.
Honk.
Honk.